That's the kind of stuff that we're pointing at. That is inconsistent with the moral proposition, those types of ideas.
Yeah, it's not that there are no people who believe in objective morality on the left. It's just a very, I don't have a stat, but
Why does nobody know what objective morality even fucking means? Is it me, or is just everyone just fucking retarded? Like, they're actually just sub 50 IQ morons when it comes to what objective and relative morality is. When you're talking about objective morality, you're saying that, you know, hold on, let me just do a quick Google search to make sure I'm not like saying anything fucking retarded. Because I have a definition in my head, but objective morality is the belief that moral principles are universally valid, independent of individual beliefs, feelings, or cultural norms. Right, yeah. Meanwhile, subjective morality or relative morality is like, oh, based on different times, you can bend the morals, and different groups of people can have different sets of morals for different places, right? That would be a subjective morality or relative morality. Like one of the things that people argue is that like people who are into relative morality, like Muslims are actually kind of into this. Okay, obviously no hate towards them, but hey, like for example, when Muhammad fucked Aisha, all right, and she was like a minor and she was like groomed or some shit, they say that it was morally justifiable during that time because the way that they conducted morality was different for back then as versus now, right? We live under a different set of morality and moral principles than they did back then, so therefore that's what makes their morality like still morally justified, right? Because that's their way of justifying the Prophet Muhammad essentially engaging with sex with Aisha, right? Or maybe they're saying like, oh, different cultures and shit have like different moral principles and shit. Yeah, I don't know. Subjective morality is just really retarded. I also objective morality doesn't mean that you can't. I hate this too. Objective morality doesn't mean that you can't adapt it to modern times. There's a difference between an inability to adapt objective morality to modern times. Like, if you have objective morality, it shouldn't matter what the time period is, right? The entire point of a moral system is that it should be applicable everywhere, right? Like, it should be applicable everywhere. It should be applicable no matter what place it is in, no matter what time it is in, right? You could be in a certain time frame and it could, like, it doesn't matter. You can always apply objective morality in that standard, right? Like, for example, rural utilitarianism would be objective morality, right? Because technically this set of rules can apply to every single situation, every single time period or any kind of setting, right? Yeah, which is why when people argue that, oh yeah, I interpret the Constitution. No, it's not like specifically as it pertains to politics. Yeah, I mean, you could still do bad things perceived from other people, but that doesn't mean it isn't moral from their point of view. I don't know, or moral from your point of view. It's so stupid. It doesn't really matter. Like, this shit is just super stupid anyway. Okay. Okay. All right. I think I'm done with this. It's boring. I hate like philosophy debates because nobody actually understands anything, and people are only interested in philosophy that agrees with them. Nobody ever engages with any kind of philosophy that disagrees with them in any kind of way. They, yeah, like no one is actually interested in philosophy. I don't think that's a real thing. I don't think people are actually interested in philosophy. I think that's the issue. It's not, everyone says that they're interested in philosophy, and it's like one set of rules, and it's usually about situations that are edgy, right? It's usually about moral shit, but you're not questioning anything else. Like, oh, I think, therefore I am. You're not going outside of that realm. It's just okay. Boring, 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 boring. Okay, so I can cross this off the list, right? Okay. Crossing that off the list. Wait, didn't Shurfire Taku say that there was a video that caused him to lose 100 subs instantly or some shit? Hold on, real quick. 18 minutes? That's too long. Kidding. I hate thinking. All objective morality seems to just be applied empathy. What huh? What does that mean? What does applied empathy even mean? Okay, right. Really quick. Really quick, okay? Just want to watch this. Sneako leaves the red pill. Like, what is this? The 10th fucking Sneako update? Jesus. I hate arguing about determinism with my brother because of the same reason. He doesn't go beyond, oh, we don't have any choice, so no strong. Yeah, but then that's like such stupid fucking way of analyzing things. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, just because if you just generalize everything down to, oh, nobody has any kind of choice, nobody has any kind of free will. I mean, we can agree on that on a philosophical level, but then a lot of other interesting conversations would then be terminated, right? We might as well not punish anyone because, well, nobody can ever be blamed for crimes. We might as well not reward anyone because, oh, your hard work, it came from your upbringing, right? Like, then a lot of other interesting conversations are just like
There's a video that came up from
which is why, like, people who are only into like philosophy 101 concepts, like, oh, nothing ever means anything and nihilism and all that shit, like, that's just a waste of time, in my opinion. If you're not ready to talk about the more interesting topics, then, you know, you just don't talk about it in general, okay? You're not cool and edgy for bringing up topics that make you sound cool and smart when it's like everything a philosophy 101 student would already learn.
Sneako recently. Sneako claims the red pill is
My boy Dissident Astronaut is lurking right now. Give him a shout out. I don't know who Dissident Astronaut is, but cool. Thanks. I guess shout out. I don't know.
dead. I'm like, this gotta be clickbait. Let's take a listen.
The whole idea of the red pill is dead. It's over. It was never even clearly defined. People would call you red pill if you were a Christian, if you were Muslim, if you were speaking about feminism, if you were manosphere, if you were an atheist in Miami with a sleeve tattoo and botted 500K followers. The red pill became this.
That was super specific. I don't know who he's shading, but it's like, if you live in Miami with a sleeve tattoo and 500 botted subscribers, I don't know, that's
the specific.
That's very specific.
Sounds like
whoever it's for knows it's for them. And whoever's like deep in this loser sphere also probably knows who it is.
It became this niche idea that anybody could latch onto for a hint of clout, very quickly turned into.
But this is literally Sneako, though, right? Like, I'm always wondering where these like former Destiny interactors go, right? But hasn't this always been Sneako? Like, hasn't Sneako always been the person who is consistently like latching onto other popular figures like Enter Tate? Didn't Gokunaru literally explore this in his nuke video on Sneako?
A cesspool of some of the biggest leeches, weirdos, and dorks on the internet.
Is it a coincidence that he's filming on that in front of a Tate?
Pretty well, yeah, hate that rhetoric. It's rarely ever so black or white. Yeah, I rarely talk philosophy because I mean, it's not like I disagree with that, right? Like, I think every single fucking human experience is based off of like some impossible to calculate mathematical equation from the very beginning since the Big Bang. And if you track exactly where all the particles go, eventually it just leads up to the math of your life, right? However, like if we were to talk about that and we were to agree to that, then a lot of interesting conversations would then be shut out. Then there's no point in having these conversations anymore. We have to assume to some degree that even though every single human action is predictable, on an individual basis, we can still tackle more difficult questions because otherwise, what's the point of laws? What's the point of punishments? What's the point of jail? What's the point of promotions? What's the point of anything, really, right? What's the point of motherhood?
Red tape truck.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Look at the truck in the back, bro.
You know what? Though? I'll say, like, for all his faults, you know, Sneako's probably artistically enough inclined to have chosen that on purpose. I don't think that's a mistake.
And why is it all the B-roll about the boutique behind, the massage and stuff like that? It's so weird.